So I want to do a walkthrough now and show you the fence, the living fence, which is something which I'm really happy with from this project. This was fundamental to starting the project because of the wild pigs which live in the forest around here. And because this is a little bit far away from the village, we really need the pig protection, stop them getting in. So far we haven't had any troubles, so that's been really good. But I'll go over the species in the fence, and I think I'll start with the framework. So this is what they call here kayu kambing, which is Linnea grandis or Linnea coromandelica. I'm not sure why there's a bit of confusion over the names, but whatever it is, this is used across Indonesia and into Papua. It used to be used, it exudes a sap when you cut it, and this used to be used when they had, this is before plastic nets, when they used to use natural fibers. They would use the getah, the resin from this tree, which is a mango relative. So if you know mangoes, you know that they exude a sap that turns into a sticky resin. Well, these are related, and that's the turpentine family. So it has sort of some preservative qualities. So we use these first. So we cut these off. We cut these off some trees which no longer exist because somebody made another garden. Stuck these in the ground, and they've been here for about 3 years, and they root. This one's a bit wobbly. I have some new ideas about how to make them more stable. So we used that, and then we stuck in some other things. We stuck in some figs, bringin. You might know this one. I think it might be Ficus benjamina. So these also take root as live stakes. And we stuck in some waru, which is beach hibiscus, some further down. That was our initial framework. And then to fill in the gaps, we stuck in this. It's just chaya. In here, it's called gadi. This is like the foreign gadi, because the native gadi is a hibiscus, and this is Sanidicolus chayamansi, and it's a leaf spinach. So it's very nutritious, but it's toxic until it's cooked. It has a bit of cyanide in it. So you cook it, boil it, and throw away the water, and then you eat it, and it's very nutritious. I've found this all across Indonesia in different forms. Some places it's really popular, and other places it's not. See how much it looks like a papaya? It sort of gives one of its common names around Indonesia, which is singkong papaya. It's also called singkong Jepang. It's like Japanese pawpaw. It doesn't have any fruit to eat. It's just the leaves that are edible and very nutritious. But here in Sawinggrai, they don't really like it. They much prefer the hibiscus spinach, their native one. So what I said to them, well, I said, you can't feed it to goats because of the cyanide, and people don't want to eat it. Well, it's extremely nutritious. It's got lots of iron, lots of protein, lots of other minerals, calcium, all sorts of stuff. I said you should just make fertilizer from it. So when it gets too much, just prune it back, put all this in a bucket with some forest soil, let it rot down, and then feed it to your chilies. And that will be a supreme fertilizer. Then we've got this one, which is a Dracaena. I'm not sure if it's down Suji or just a relative, but anyway, it's a Dracaena, which is a bit like a low or medium strata plant. It's not very strong, only has thin stems, but it fills in the gaps quite well. So some of these posts have died here. Just leave them standing until they rot away and all the nutrients are released, and you just stick in new stakes to take up the slack. And he's got beetle pepper growing up through the fence, which is lovely. And here's some Pacific rosewood, which we also stick in his live stakes. So that's a wonderful combination. And the siri is something that he can use, or the beetle pepper leaf, and fruits. Here they use the fruits, they don't really use the leaf. I'll show you this. So here's another beetle pepper. It's a climbing plant, and this is the bit that they use. So when they're eating the beetle nut, they'll chew this a bit, dip it in some lime, and then put it in their mouth and bite off the tip, and it gives the aroma and the flavour to the beetle nut, the chew, while the betel nut gives the stimulation. So that's the framework, and then we've added in some extra things. So I'll do that in the next video.